Now joining us is graduating senior and NFL prospect Terenn Houk for the first time in Studio B. Welcome to Studio B, man.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Sorry we haven't had you earlier in the now, but what's life like for you as you get ready for the NFL draft and hopefully signing?
It's crazy, man. It's weird not going to football every day, but I don't know. You just wake up, you go train, you eat, train some more, go sleep, do it again. It's just nonstop training, nonstop trying to get ready for the NFL.
Is it starting to feel like a job now?
No, definitely. It's kind of where it's just monotonous, just constant. Like you have to eat right, you have to wake up like at the right time. Everything you just have to map out and have scheduled, or you're not going to get there.
This is something that fascinates me. What is your eating regimen? Like when do you eat and what do you eat? This stuff fascinates me.
This is Captain Nutrition right here.
Well, but it's not just that. I'm just amazed at the number of times that you need to eat and what you need. So go through like the first part of your day. What's the eating like?
So it's crazy. I didn't know this, but you have a resting metabolic or no, you have a resting metabolic rate, I think it's 30. I have one of 3,300 calories. So in order to even gain weight, I have to eat more than 3,300 calories in a day. And that's without burning any calories from a workout. So I usually burn within, I think it's 1,600 to 2,000 calories a day. So it's like I have to eat
5,000.
Yes, I have to eat that much just to gain weight.
And
so
you're trying to gain weight?
Yes, I'm trying to get up to 240. And for the longest time, like when I was in college, I was wondering, okay, how come I'm not gaining weight? And then
now you
come
know.
to find
you
out,
weren't eating enough.
It's crazy how much you have to eat. But you're right, you have to wake up and you have to eat not only breakfast, but like a little snack in between your weightlifting. So then you work out, then you have to eat protein, then you have to eat a meal, or not necessarily a meal, but like a snack of like a sandwich or something like that. Then you have to actually eat lunch, which is a big lunch. And then in between lunch and dinner, you have to eat at least 2 more snacks. Then you have a big dinner. And then right before you go to bed, you drink another protein shake and a little snack. It's just...
So you're consuming something roughly every 2 hours?
Yes, if not every hour. Like when I first got back, my roommate was just like, bro, why are you always eating? Because I would always have either an apple in my hand, a banana, or a sandwich, and he'd be like, you're going to get fat. I'm like, bro, you don't get it. I have to eat this stuff.
I have to.
What's a grocery bill like? No.
Oh, it's crazy. I think it's like $200 in a month just on groceries. And it's like, I still run out. You know, you just constantly are eating, but that's just on groceries. That's not like actually, oh, you want to go eat somewhere? Yeah,
right. Yeah, that's like the bare minimum, not
yes,
the fun,
minimum.
the fun eating. Yeah. Terenn Houk is in studio on BYU Sports Nation. Are you graduating this month, or have you put off that?
I already graduated.
You already graduated?
Yeah, so I was done in December, and I wanted to walk, but then sure enough, I have a workout at the same time I'm going to Seattle.
That's my team. And that's the local team for
where
you're from as well.
Yeah.
Are you a Seahawks fan?
Yes.
That a baby.
Big Seahawks fan, yeah. My family freaked out when I told them.
That's very cool.
No,
and
really cool.
What's that going to be like to work out for the team you grew up liking?
That's probably like, I don't know, probably what every Utah kid feels like when they get to play for either the U or BYU, you know, growing up.
Just BYU.
Sorry, yeah. I know I work out with them now,
done.
but no, this is like the biggest dream come true ever. You watch the Seahawks all the time. You watch Russell Wilson, and these are guys that you look up to. Then all of a sudden now, these could be your teammates. These aren't guys you look up to anymore. These are like your level playing field. And so just to be able to even go work out there and to just be in their facilities and meet their coaches, meet the GM, it's like a surreal feeling. But then it's also just really cool to say that you can do that.
Besides Seattle, and I know, and you can always take these with a grain of salt because you know the reports coming out all the time. I think I read that the Browns had some interest in you. What teams have shown the most interest in you?
You know, my agent Evan, he tells me and keeps me updated a lot. So there's the Browns, and then he talks to me about the Vikings, about the Cowboys, about the Raiders, and you know, you have to take it with a grain of salt because you don't know actually what these teams are saying about you. You just want to keep an open mind and be ready if and when they call you. But, yeah, there's just a couple teams to name, and then I know other ones that were interested. But, you know, things change, stuff happens, and come draft day we'll find out where a team actually wants me.
What's that like emotionally for you as you are trying to, get a job, essentially, in the NFL?
Well, it's nothing I'm not new to, I guess, because coming to BYU, I didn't even think I was going to play Division I football. And it wasn't until I think it was like 3 months after signing day that BYU called me and was just like, hey, if you want to come play for us, we have a scholarship for you. So it's kind of a waiting game, not knowing where you're going to be or what you're going to do for a job. It's kind of scary, but then at the same time, it's so exciting to think that like you could play football somewhere.
Were you pleased with how you did at BYU's Pro Day? And then maybe a follow-up to that, what was the feedback that you got from the NFL personnel after that?
No, it was great. I felt like I did really good at the Pro Day. The only thing that I knew that I wasn't too proud of, I guess, was my 40. And that's something that, I've always struggled with in college and high school and now at the pro level. But working now with John Madsen and working in Salt Lake with him, we have a really good speed guy, and he's helped me a lot already. Like the first day, he's already cut off time. And so I don't know if it was just nerves or whatever it was, but I know for sure that I'm going to do better at Seattle.
And what was the feedback that you've received so far from scouts? What are they wanting you to work on? What do they like? What are they hoping that you can do better at? What are they saying to you?
Well, like Mitch, you can't teach size. And so I think that's something that has really helped me is my big body, my size, and my ability to go and catch the ball. Definitely the things that I need to work on are my short change, my lateral movement, like change of speed. So things like the 40, the jumps, all those things are things that I can work on and then display. They like the fact that I'm willing to block and I'm willing to be nasty and go in there and actually be physical. But yeah, the biggest thing is just they want to know if I can, separate in and out of those breaks and actually have that change of speed needed in the NFL. Because once you get there, it's crazy. All those guys are elite. I remember I met Akeem Talib of the Broncos when I was training, and I did not believe that guy was a cornerback. Like, he looks huge, and I'm like, that's the kind of guys that I have to go against now. So it's like you have to be at your very best in order to compete at that level.
How much did you guys work on that last year? Because that is kind of a topic of conversation with a guy like Mitch Matthews, who's unbelievably skilled, incredible stats, but at the next level, like you said, it is a little harder to get some separation.
It's like you're talking about like at BYU?
Like last season, the last couple of years, how much was that something you actually worked on?
So it's something you work on, but it's something that you can't really translate until you get to that next level. Because you go against guys like Miles Jack. I mean, that would be probably the closest comparison I can think of. Or Jabril Peppers at Michigan. Like those one-on-one matchups, those are things that you have to like win on. And so when we went against Michigan, we went against UCLA and teams like Utah who have all NFL caliber type of safeties, linebackers, and corners. It's about winning those one-on-one matchups and really working your technique. Because you know that if you succeed against those guys, and you probably have a good shot in the NFL.
Terenn Houk joining us in Studio B. We wish you the best of luck with everything that's going to happen. We want you to sign the flag in here if you would. And then we'll give you some BYU Sports Nation karma for your workouts.
Oh, yeah.
So good luck. We appreciate you coming in, man.
Well.
Thanks for having me for the first time. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. 2 weeks from today, NFL draft begins. We'll do it again soon, Terenn. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.